Srabunika ma'am, thank you for sharing your English spoken journey with us. And the importance of speaking English already you have shared. Nowadays, it's really very important, and people they are trying to learn spoken English for developing their career, and a student they are learning spoken English for achieving their academic success. But the problem, the barrier, what is the barrier for learning spoken English? From your point of view, would you share that why people cannot speak English smoothly, clearly? What is the lack of this? Would you share?
Think to teach. Uh, um, I think suppose at school, um, um, the English teacher should encourage his or her students to speak in English at his or her class at least 1 hour per day, because when we know that kids kids learn very quickly at the age of it's so easy to learn something at the beginning age. I think, but in our country, I saw that except English medium school, um, in most of the school, students uh, were only taught grammars, and they are not um, they are not uh, they are not given proper environment at this class. Teacher only force them to memorize a paragraph and essay. They memorize and then paragraph and essay, and they are instructed to write down those paragraphs at examinations. I think the teacher should communicate with their student in English too. To learn a language, uh, we have to work on writing, speaking, and listening.
Oh, well, yes. People will talk about their needs or what type of communication they need to do every single day. That means everyone will talk about their own way and own criteria. But what is the problem actually? Already you have shared. They cannot communicate effectively effectively by using English language, and the environment already you have shared.
Yeah.
Environment, it's really very important, but in our country we can't see the English environment where people will speak or people will listen something English, but there is no any environment. And most of the people they feel insecure to speak English. That is it right or wrong? Is it right or wrong, they don't know. And the lack of confidence, that means they don't know that how to make a sentence. Most of the people they don't know clearly how to make a sentence. That's why uh, they feel unsecured, and they have no enough confidence to speak English. And they always feel that I am taking mistake. This is the but I would like to know that how can we reduce the fear of speaking English. Always people feel that it's not right, that means they are afraid to speak English. Is there any suggestion from your side? Hmm?
So suppose in my organization, if I started suddenly communicate with my colleague in English, um, some people will not like me. Some people will feel jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Some people will definitely find out some grammatical mistake
Mm-hmm.
or pronunciation mistake. There are such kind of people in my organization or everywhere. This is the main problem. I think people can't develop their skill in speaking English or speaking skill in any type of languages. That's why people search for a a community where they will get an environment to practice their skill.
Yes, you are right. Yes, but any environment, speaking it's our right. But when you use English, we can't speak English. Most of the people in our country, they are finishing their graduation and post graduation, but they cannot speak English confidently. This is the thing, but that's why hello speaker providing the environment. Anyone can join to hello speaker, and randomly always we try to focus that how they will able to speak English. Always we provide the floor to speak, right or wrong, it doesn't matter. Automatically it will the problem will reduce. Automatically it will
Exactly, sir.
reduce.
Exactly, sir. Suppose uh, if there were opportunities that I had a lot of money, I will definitely go frequently outside the Bangladesh.
Mhm.
Outside the Bangladesh, I can freely speak in English because there were no one to judge me.
Exactly.
Outside the Bangladesh, they will think that she is not British. She will speak English in that way. Her English will not be as like native English speakers. But at Bangladesh, as a Bangladeshi, I will just another Bangladeshi, or I will accept another Bangladeshi to speak like a native speaker, English speaker. That's why I think it's difficult to learn a new language or English.
Yes. Yes. Okay, and if anyone wants to learn a spoken English, at first, always I try to ask that what is the actual reason? Why do you want to learn speaking English? That means a goal and motto. It's really very important to learn anything. That's why we need to set a goal that this is the reason I want to learn speaking English, and this type of communication it's really very important for my life or profession. Uh, we need to set at first a goal and very basic, not grammar. Always we try to use another word for learning grammar because our Bengali people when they listen that this is the grammar that time mathematical term comes to their head. Yes.
If we go for internally that calculations, nothing will come out.
Exactly, you are right. And different way we try to teach grammar. We won't use any grammatical rules or word like not tense, not passive, not this type of sentence. We don't use it. And different way naturally, like a baby feeding, they learn a grammatical all of rules or expression. And conversation most of the time in our life and every single day, 95% speaking conversational. It's not a presentation. Conversational. That means conversation. That means someone will ask some question and you will give the answer. After that, you will ask question. This way, we continue our full day, and that means asking question. It's very important to making conversation, and how to make conversation always we try to teach, and storytelling, public speaking. If you want to be a public speaker, definitely you need to learn how to make a story. That means storytelling skill, presentation, and public speaking you will learn from storytelling. It's very important.
But according to my perspective, I think presentation and public speaking is more easier than communicating with someone, because prior to presentation or public speaking, I get time to note down something or prepare myself to present something. But in terms of communication, I don't get that time to prepare. Um, at the time of communication, it's just on the spot. I have to answer things or ask questions.
Yes, I'm totally agree with you. It's really easier than conversation. That means public speaking. Yes, that's great. And mm, story, maybe you have shared some story to me. Did you share any story previous class?
Um, in what type of stories, sir?
Any types of story, like if you share from your real life, maybe you shared about your real life struggle with me, like a story. Did you share it?
Yes, yes, I shared maybe many times. I shared a lot of things about myself.
Okay, and today would you share any real life struggle and how did you overcome it?
Um, Real life struggle. Struggle. Actually, struggle means I think I want something. Whenever I want something, I desire something, and I work hard on it.
Hmm.
And for the I can remember in my life, first time I wanted to be admitted myself in Dhaka University for master's degree, and to prepare myself, I have worked hard 4 years, and final semester after my final exam, in final semester, suppose I have submitted my uh, report
Hmm.
uh, within 1 month, and I managed my BBA certificate within 15 days after submission of my report, because I had to sit for admission test and apply for admission test at maybe April 2011. Our final examination of BBA was finished on 2010 December 26,
Hmm.
and I had submitted my report on maybe January 30, 29. After that, when my supervisor accepted my paper, I requested sir result as early as possible, so that I can give my certificate early. And after getting my certificate, I applied for admission test to crack admission test, and I saw it will be very difficult for me to prepare myself for that admission test because many students were preparing for that test, suppose for 1 year or 2 years, and the syllabus was totally different from uh, what we studied 4 years for BBA.
Mhm.
I had to prepare myself for. I had to learn different types of words, synonyms, antonyms, basic grammar, and critical reasoning, math, basic math. And, I thought I told my father at that time that no, if I miss this, if I can't pass in this session, please let me try for the next session.
Mhm.
Father said that no, if you can't make it this time, I will admit you in any good private universities in Dhaka. But I didn't want it to go. But I wanted to admit myself at University of and I kept trying. Studied 1 month, especially last 1 month, very rigorously, and I managed myself in various list and got admitted in University of Dhaka.
Okay, that's great. It was really a very struggle to chance Dhaka University, and you study hard that time, and all of things. Thank you so much for sharing a real life story struggle with us. Thank you. And how can the proficiency in spoken English improve your career? What do you think?
Um, well, actually, I think to improve my career, learning another language, especially English, will add a value, but not that much, because I don't think that an, as an employee of exam department needs that much skills for for another language. Uh, but suppose I have met many senior madams or sir working in exam department. I think mm, they are not that much good at speaking English, but they are performing very good at their job. But if I want to switch my job, suppose maybe well-known universities such as MSU or BRAC or IUB, well-known private universities, um, I must be fluent in English.
Oh, yes, that's great.
Rough. And at our organization, teachers, some of our teachers, and our last executive president are very good at speaking English. I just listen the way they speak, very beautiful, and that also the reason started to develop my skill. Sounds very good. Whenever I hear them speaking English, I I want to speak like them.
Okay, you inspired from them, hmm? That- yes.
Okay, also my mother, I saw my mother always use uh, some English words when she communicated with others. She always speak uses small children. She didn't speak English sentence, but um, at the time of communication, she used some words, special words, and that thing inspired me to learn English. Um, And as I said that the craving for learning English just not started today. I used to, I tried to practice it. I tried to learn it when I was 10 years or 11 years.
Okay, yes, great. And do you communicate internationally in your office? I would like to know that how does spoken English help in building international communication and relationships? How does it help?
Um, okay. Suppose if I get call, suppose I get call from a university, suppose which is located in Canada, I don't think that it will be very difficult to communicate with him because I think they are supportive and try to understand what I'm trying to say and considerable. Suppose if a Bangladeshi started outside for 5 years or 4 years called me on WhatsApp from Canada, he will judge me a lot. He or she will judge me a lot. It will be difficult for me to communicate at that time. And obviously, communication is very important to build strong bond with anyone outside the country, with any institutions.
Okay. And do you think speaking English fluently gives a person more confidence in public place or uh,
Uh,
mhm.
Obviously, not speaking any. If I have knowledge about any area or any subject or anything, it will definitely increase my confidence level. Obviously, if I fall in such an environment where I have everyone speaking English, but there, if I can't speak English, it will be sad for me.
Okay, that means it's can give more confidence. That means if anyone knows how to speak English, they will get more confident to speak in public place. Okay, I got it. And would you say something about this topic that what role does spoken English? That means the importance of spoken English for a higher education.
For higher education, sir. Mm, for higher education, think we have to score a certain uh, we have to score a certain number at IELTS. If we can score very good uh,
Mhm.
number in IELTS, we
Mhm.
will get very good scholarship.
Mhm.
Obviously, it's important to learn spoken English, but I saw that people who are gaining 6.5, they are also getting scholarships. And some of my sisters went to Canada for to study, for higher study, and they are sharing their experience that actually um, actually the way we speak English, it's difficult to make understand over there. Most of the international students don't understand each other if they communicate through English. And but for higher study, I think language is very important. Uh, we must learn language properly. It will help a lot in terms of getting scholarship, in terms of communicating over there, in terms of surviving in new environment outside the
Okay, that means it's really very important for higher study. Hmm. Okay. Now, what do you think that why English is the universal language for communicating?
country. I think my English it's because I think the country in this world because I think English is spoken in some countries. Those countries are economically very strong, dominating all over the world, and that's why it has become necessary to learn English because it's the time of globalization. And as suppose I'm getting a new technology which is provided that I must know English. I'm a poor country, Bangladesh. I have no ability to develop a new softwares or Microsoft Words or computer, everything new things that comes from developed country, the research and all. If we learn, if we want to learn new things, if we want to adopt new things, we have to know the way they are writing or they are speaking, or so that we have to and other languages. People also says that um, China language and German language and French language are also important to learn. If if possible, someone should learn French too and Chinese language too, German language. In some countries, are you there, sir? How is
Yes.
it? You know, sir, I'm continuing my course, managing a lot of obstacles.
Mhm.
Hopefully, one day I will succeed and make you proud as a student.
Definitely, definitely. I believe it. I believe it. Okay. Okay. Maybe you are facing some, not problem. That means you are really busy about your official work. Maybe exam or any type of project. It's coming to knocking to your door. That's why you are too much busy. Okay. No problem. Now I would like to know. Maybe you visited two countries, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and how spoken English? That means how did it help you?
Sir, without um, without English, uh, it's I would say I would, someone will be in great trouble at outside. So it's very difficult to talk with someone without any language.
Mhm.
But another thing I would like to say that the way we speak English, the way the English is spoken outside the Bangladesh is very different. Although I'm speaking English, they don't understand. They are speaking English, I didn't understand because suppose we just I just picked the some words.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But sir, I would like to add that whenever I listen, suppose any, yeah, I mean, suppose whenever I enjoy any movie who are native speaker, I can understand their English.
Mhm.
some exceptional ones. Suppose most of the people who can speak English, they can speak English, but their accent or pronunciations are not like native English. That's why it's difficult to understand their English.
Mm-hmm.
I faced it at India as well as in Malaysia.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, that's great. And nowadays, most of the people they use various type of technological gadget like computer, or those who are freelancer. Definitely, they need to know English. Without English, they won't able to work clearly and properly. Any freelancer like a graphics designer, web designer, or anywhere, if you go to the internet, most of the article it's English. Nowadays without English, anyone cannot do clearly smoothly. Okay. And you have shared your travel experience. Without English it's really too much tough to communicate with other. Okay. And now, did you go for traveling or your official work to the abroad?
Uh, no, actually not for traveling. I went there for treatment purpose and training purpose.
And
Training purpose.
oh, training.
Yes.
Okay. And where did you? What type of training and where? From where did you take the training?
Um, I was nominated to attend in a training which was organized by Malaysian Training Institute. The training was about how to manage a new program, how to launch a new program, how to design a new training program.
How to design? Okay. Okay. Would you say some special things that you have learned from this training, and it's really very important for organizing anything? Hmm?
I attended the training 6 years later, but I'm trying to recall some things that I have learned over there. At there, my trainer taught me that if I customize a training program, at first I have to research on my trainings.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose his or her age, his or her educational background, his or her objective of training, his or, his or her present present status. That means he's doing any job there, what kind of responsibilities he is pursuing now. Doing such type of research, the trainer usually to design the program. That trainer decides what decide. Suppose I am a program coordinator. I will if I see that uh, some some students, suppose their age is 20 to 25, applied or interested to do a course on English. Then I will think that I will not give them very aged teacher, very high qualified or ace teacher because I will select them a teacher which is suppose 30 to 40. There will be less generation gap, and the teacher's duty is not only to deliver knowledge, the teacher's duty to seek attention of students too. And then I will think about their suppose at which level they are at present now. By considering their level of speaking English, I will design the course in that way, and I will instruct the course teacher that they already knows about this. You plan your course after considering these things. Later, she told me, my instructor was a lady, told me that um, what um, uh, suppose in our organization we usually get an employee from another institution. Training, training is not only you have learned over here, didn't apply it at your workplace. So after training, you must try to apply it in your workplace, and it's the duty of your employer to